and welcome to PBM Investments Daily News. Hope you all are well and doing okay for the weekend. We're about to start and kick off a new week, financial week, and there's a lots of goings on that's going to be happening for next week. But first, we're going to recap what happened on the Friday and the Saturday. Here we are. So, the index, first of all, Friday's companies, the ones that have done well or not so well according to the PBM Investments Index. Diamondback Energy went up over in the US at 9.81%. So we're starting off with the US stocks. EOG Resources also was up 8.64%. Marathon Oil also up 7.65%. APA up 6.98%. Hess was also up percentage of 6.98%. Western Digital was down 5.31%. Freeport Memoriam was down also 5.21%. Infineon Tech was also down 6.45%. Now we've moved on to the European stock, so that was Infineon Tech. And ASML Holdings was also down 6.12%. So European stocks took a bit of a hammering on that. Moving on to the UK stocks, Rio Tinto was down 8.66%, Scottish Mortgage and Investments Trust was also down 6.31%, and Tango Fantastic was also down, or Antofagasta, should I say, was also down 6.30%. BHP was also down 5.84% too. Now that's for the Friday's companies. Now, obviously, over the weekend, I had a look at the Financial Times, had a look, obviously, on my own portfolio just to see what went up or went down. And here's just a summary of that. So here's the news starting with over in the US. Oracle was up 7.99%. The CBOE Global Markets, that was up 7.96%. Diamondback Energy, as I said to you before, was up the day before and also up again at 63.0%. Gap was up 5.91%. We're moving on to the European stocks. Norwegian Cruise Line Holdings was down 14.44%. Carnival was down 9.94%. American Airlines was down 7.37%. United Airlines also down 7.30%. Lufthansa down 5.32%. And we're moving on to the UK Stock Exchange. London Stock Exchange was down 14.38%. Scottish Mortgage Investments was also down 6.53%. Interconsolidated Airlines down 5.69%. Melrose was also down 5.12%. Rolls-Royce Holdings was also down 5.07% also. So basically, according to that, quite a lot of the airlines had taken a hit and a beating, probably because of the quarter that not many people could move anywhere because of the lockdowns that most of the world has. So that's kind of taken an effect for most of the airplane stocks. But while things have gone down, there's always a period to go up. So I would have a look at the airline stocks, especially for those flights in Europe, because obviously over in the UK, we're looking to open up over the course of the end of March to June. So there should be more flights being booked and therefore more money for the airlines to utilize and use. Now, for me, looking at the Financial Times, IG Index, plus 500, all the market data that I've been able to summarize and have a look at over the course of the weekend, the stocks that I'm actually looking at are still the semiconductor stocks. So things have been going quite well on that. Again, once I have time to go into details with my portfolio, I'll be able to do that. Now, the portfolio, as I said to you before, we're starting out with just the demo account. So you'll see just the demo account trades. Hopefully over the course of next week and the week after, moving forward, you'll be able to see what I'm trading, why I'm trading it, and also we'll be going into details about graphs. Hence the reason why I'm telling people about it now, so they know for when we actually then start looking at these trades in more detail, you'll be able to see what I see and be able to capitalize on that also. Also, we're going to take a look at Microsoft, CAS Minerals, Fresnillo, Dot Digital, Circle, and Team 17. These are the typical companies that I'm going to be looking into in more detail. Please feel free to have a look at them over the course of the week, see if they're going up or down. As I say, I spread bet a lot. I don't try and buy a lot of shares unless it's part of my self-invested pension, and that is slightly different. I might go into that in a bit more detail at some other stage later on in the year, but this is solely focused on spread betting. So we're betting on the movement of it going up or down. As I said to you before, just a roundup of the news. I've mentioned it before in other videos. Deliveroo is seeking a 10 billion valuation on the London Stock Exchange. So that would make it one of the highest IPOs ever. So look out for that. Italy halts shipment. This is an important one. So Italy has halted shipment of the Oxford AstraZeneca COVID-19 vaccine to Australia. It's one of the first times that a country has actually stopped production going to another country. It may be something that's going to happen in future moving forward, so watch out for that. Italian government's blamed AstraZeneca for production issues. Production issues of AstraZeneca and Oxford Bio have also blamed production issues as well. So one person's blaming the other, and the Australian government's upset because they've missed their shipment, and everyone's blaming each other. But it could be politics moving forward. Just imagine China or any other country like Russia denying, or European countries denying other countries who are being, let's say, not favorable for markets or not being well behaved in the geopolitics. Sometimes maybe they'll just say, well, we're not going to ship you across that vaccine unless you come to the table or you react in the way that we want. It could be the new way of new ways of controlling various countries and getting them to do certain things. So watch out for that in future. Also, look out for Melrose. They've just bought a company that so it's going to add to more to their portfolio. So look out for Melrose Industries. And also look up the Bank of Japan. Shares have gone up quite steadily over the course of the 4 trading sessions over last week. And that's gone up over 90%. Now, as a famous saying, whatever steeply goes up or whatever steeply goes down, the market needs to correct it. So there's always going to be, if there's any steep rises or steep declines, always look out for market corrections. So if it's going up over the 4 or 5 sessions, always look for telltale signs that it's going to go back down to the baseline levels. And that's literally it for PBM investments. As I say, this is just the start of just going through a bit more detail about the stock and share news that you need to know about. We're going to go into a bit more detail probably next week or the week after about the type of shares and stocks that I'm spread betting, so you can actually see what I'm doing as we go on for this year, the road to 1 million. Thank you very much. Take care of yourselves over the weekend, and happy training. Happy trading ahead as well. You take care of yourselves. Goodbye.